Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just went over a few of your comments about the segment I did about my hometown of San Francisco. And I want to go ahead and talk about the few things that I was able to run across and felt like I should address it. So one thing I was able to read was a comment about the dogs, the feces that is normally in the city of San Francisco, because dogs are able to travel on buses, restaurants, in stores, and stuff of that nature. But sometimes that feces that you see is not from a dog. Sometimes it is actually from a human. Now, I know before you start saying, this city is dirty, it stinks, there's so much dog poo in the city, in a town, and you name it. Now, the reason behind this is that when you come to San Francisco and you find yourself in need of a actual restroom, 9 times out of 10, a lot of these restrooms you won't be able to use. And I'm going to tell you why. Unless you actually decide to eat there, then you will be allowed to actually use the restroom. Yes, that's right. You will actually have to buy something first in order to use the restroom. They've been doing that for years. I don't know who actually came up with that law. Well, that rule. I wouldn't say law. I mean, it's a law that you can't urinate outside, but when it comes to actually using the restroom, they deny you that access unless you actually buy something. So the reason why you may see a lot of feces on the ground in the cities is because you may have a situation where dogs are actually using the restroom and people are not picking it up. They're not bringing bags with them where they can scoop it up and put it in a bag, put it in garbage. Or you may have a situation where you may have a homeless person who actually may just use the restroom outside, and that could consist of feces and urine. And until restaurants decide to start letting people use the restrooms without buying something, then you're going to probably continue to see that. Another reason with the restrooms too is you have homeless who actually shoot up, take drugs, and a lot of times they want to stop people from using the restroom because that's one of the places where they use to actually take drugs. But the main reason is due to the laws. I keep saying laws, but not the laws, but the rules that restaurants come up with when it comes to using the restroom. You have to actually buy some in order to use it. So that's one of the things I wanted to address, because I had someone who actually talked about there's many dogs in San Francisco, and I guess they were saying it was dirty because of that, because of the actual feces that they see. So that's one of the main reasons why you see a lot of that, is because of the restaurants stopping people from using it unless they buy something. So now you know. Another thing that I was able to read over was that people in the city do not speak to one another. Like, I guess when you're walking down the street, no one says hello to you. And I have to break it to you. 9 times out of 10, those individuals that you see in the city who do not actually say hello to you are probably individuals who are not from San Francisco. If someone is from San Francisco, they normally would say something to you. They normally would talk to you. So now you know why. Well, that's one of the reasons that people may not be talking to you, is because they may not be from San Francisco, and they don't have that San Francisco vibe where they will actually bend over backwards and actually talk with someone and get to know someone. Because we're known for doing that. We're known for talking. If we click with you, we're gonna talk no matter where you're from. We're gonna say hello, and we're gonna say hello a couple times until you stop, until you don't say hello to us, and then we won't say no hello to you never again. So, but if you start saying hello, we say hello to you, and we'll talk to you, and we'll, if we kick it off, then we probably have a friend forever. So that's one reason why people may not talk to you, because they may not be from there, and they don't have that San Francisco vibe as someone who actually is from San Francisco. They will actually go out their way to talk to you, say hello, and try to get to know you. Another reason why people may not actually say hello to you is because I may get a few comments for this, but the reason why they may not actually say hello to you is because California is known to be a state where it's known for being a place where a lot of suing going on. So you have to be careful living in the city and in places like California, because it's very easy to get sued by someone. And sometimes you can say something, do something, and next you know, you have someone giving you a summons, or someone's trying to sue you, and because that can mess up someone's vibe and attitude, and then they may not actually want to actually speak to anyone. So that's another reason. One other reason why people may not say hello to you is because, because they may feel that they may feel that it may not be a time to actually get to know anyone, because they're probably so busy trying to go to work, trying to make money, keep a roof over their head. So they may be going through situations where money's tight. They may not have a place to live in the next couple of days, a couple of weeks. So they're on that mentality of focus on making money, and maybe don't have time to actually spend time with someone, because they're always on the go, making money, trying to make sure that they can stay above water and keep a roof over their head and food in their stomach. Because San Francisco, my city, is a place where it's very expensive. 1-bedroom apartment, if you can find one, goes about almost 2-3 grand. Okay, and if you was to get a 3-bedroom, boy, you're talking about 5, almost 10 grand. So they're probably so much on the go, they don't have time to actually sit down and talk with nobody, because they got to worry about making sure they can be able to bring in an income. So that might be a reason why that many people do not want to actually try to get to know one another and say hello and talk, because they just probably their mindset is so much on the grind, trying to make sure that they can stay above water. So those are some of the things that I wanted to address on my channel. Especially, it's better to hear from somebody who's actually from San Francisco than someone who just recently been there a few years from somewhere else and trying to pass off as someone who's actually from San Francisco. So make sure to destroy that like button, that, give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. And till then, may your day be full of blessings. And maybe what I'll do next time is probably do a comparison from San Francisco to Florida, since I'm living out in Florida now. And you know that reason is because, you know, the cost of living out in San Francisco. I mean, just to be honest with you, you know, it pretty much just forced me to relocate 3,000 miles away. So make sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, put a comment at the bottom. Hopefully I was able to answer your questions. Until then, have a great day.